Hello and welcome. This is Sahara playing Pillars of Eternity, The White March. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. But anyway, so we're up here, we're down in the lower level, getting ready to go into the patient ward. Must have spent all their copper on the upstairs. Yeah, they did, didn't they? Alright, so we have to be very careful of the patients. Don't want to upset anybody. Can you stay in one place? Master Ozu said he'd make me better soon. I wouldn't trust anything he says. I wouldn't trust anything he says. The crooked boards show deep gouge marks. They're spaced like oak or elven fingernails. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a patient here. I've been hearing screams in the night. The children they take down here, pure evil in their eyes. Really? A curved spine twists this woman's posture forward, her greasy hair draped over her large eyes like vines. She smiles at you. You must be visiting someone. Then noting your appearance, she asks, a friendly visit, I hope. Do you know where I can find... Have any of the patients here been acting unusual? Well, there's Batty X, who relives a murder she committed more than 5 lifetimes ago. Idmini, who they say only has happy soul, and who was found collecting the faces of others because he believes his own to be a false one. Oh my god. Graham, he speaks any language no one understands, and wails at night sometimes. Different from their normal behavior, I mean. Well, yes, I suppose, but nothing they didn't volunteer for. Master Azu let us know that a number of patients in the North Ward had volunteered for a new therapy and would be escorted to his laboratory to receive treatment. The North Ward has our most troubled cases. I'm glad some of them have chosen to get help. It seems to me it's gotten quieter over there since it started. It's Graham I see that's taken in the most. He struggles, but he always was a bit of a wild one. What do you know about this animancer, Azu? Oh, I like him very much. Many animancers would care less about their patients. Look at us like Burnham for their experiments. The Master Azu treats us like humans, even the very sick. You can tell he does this to help people. He's helped me understand a great deal about myself, and I know he's done the same for others. It's too bad what they did to him. He hides it well, but I know he's still affected by it. So what happened to him? Her eyes dart back and forth and her voice lowers to just above a whisper. They don't like to talk about it, but there was an accident. He was said to be one of the brightest in Deerwood. That was his reputation here, and that was what brought me to seek treatment. People say it was ego that drove him to try and solve the legacy, but that's hogwash. Even if he was a bit of a showman, he loves his homeland. He thought he could help. He wasn't one to speak of his work, suspected his colleagues might have tried to steal it, but he told me once that he had figured out a way to create a soul. Not a soul exactly, mind you. How did he put it? A proxy, I think he called it. Had some machine that drew energy out of the very ether. Can you imagine? The point is, it was going to help with the legacy. It was going to make Hollowborn into something easier to love and care for. Gods know, that's something we need. Do you know what they call those empty little babies in Audrin's guilt? No, tell me. They call them boys because so many of them are found floating face down in the water. These are mad times. Oh my god, they just kill them. Anyway, Master Azu had scheduled a public demonstration of his work in Copper Lane. He was so excited. And then the next day he was locked in his office, turning away visitors, I heard, and he stopped seeing patients. I don't know exactly what happened, and I don't have the heart to ask him, but I'm glad they are letting him treat people again. Do Do you know where I might find a zoo? I think I've seen him around today. Have you checked the laboratory? It shares a wall with his office. He's been spending most of his time there lately. Would I be able to visit the North Ward? They like to keep them separate. I don't know that I've ever seen the guards allow visitors. Just Master Azu. You might ask him. He's very sympathetic. And why are you here? Behind her hair, her cheeks blush. I don't want to say. You'll think less of me. When you blush, it brings out the color of your eyes. You can tell me. I'm going crazy too. Yeah, I'm going crazy too. You shouldn't tease. No one in here can help what they are. I know. I've tried. These last few years haven't been kind to me. They haven't been kind to anyone, really. I try not to think of it as personal. I lost my husband and both my boys in the Saints' War. My daughter, the legacy took her before she was even ever mine. I may do. What else can you do? I moved into a tiny place in Andra's guilt, got by mending clothes and on the kindness of strangers when I had to, but I was surviving, and the gods were watching over me. I could live with that. Then one day this noblewoman comes in, wants this fancy gown fixed. Gorgeous thing, this shade of blue I've never seen before. Only I had. I looked at it, and it reminded me of something. I had what they call an awakening. I remembered being a noblewoman myself in another life. People doing over me. Men doing over me. Me, the best food, the most beautiful home, all the things you never dreamed to dream of. They were mine. It was poison knowing that. All those things I had that I'll never have in this life. It did something to me. My food started to taste rotten. The walls in my little room seemed to close in around me. I stopped being able to sleep in my own bed. So I came here. It was that or break into an estate and start ordering servants around. Really. It seems like such a silly thing to worry about. You don't have to tell me. But I can't get past it, and I start to wonder, did the gods choose this life for me? And if so, what terrible thing must I have done to deserve it? Well, if you wanted to start ordering people around, then you did do something nasty. Something bad. Maybe you'll get there again one day, if not in this life, then in another. Maybe the gods took offense to your overindulgence? Nobody deserves to go through what you've gone through. You had it right before. There's nothing to do but live with it. Yeah, maybe the gods took offense at your overindulgence. She sighs. Maybe they did. I wish I had known back when I was noble. Maybe I'd have done things differently. And that's the gist of everybody. The man who waits. Yeah, that's the gist of everybody. Overindulgence. If I'd only known then what I know now. If I'd only known it would have got me into all this trouble. They say it, I can't leave here. Fear. Another patient, I don't like this place. I don't blame you. I don't like it either. Did he make me better soon? Crooked chalk tally marks cover the surface of this table. A flesh construct? No visitors. No speak.
I'll see what I can find.
This is a horrible place. It's a patient. I've been hearing screams in the night. So this isn't the North Ward. Oh yeah, it is the North Ward. That's how I came in. Okay, so we've got something churns and bubbles in this tank. That's not good. The copper wires and conduits are shiny. The device is warm to the touch.
This won't stop me for long.
Lockpicks required 1. I have 21. Yeah, we'll do it.
There! Done!
Is that a spear? Reinventing. One-handed... What is it? It's a mace. Do you use a mace or do you use a spear? I use a spear, but we'll see. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Why not? There! Done!
Didn't tell me I couldn't take it. Something churns and bubbles. Now we know that there's a, how do we get over to the other side? No. There's something over here. He said he shares the same wall, right? And I saw something up here that I didn't get into before. Right there. Oh, that's in her office. Okay. Note from Azu. I require more copper tubing for my next experiment. Do not requisition it from the sanitarium stores. I don't have the time to deal with the head warden's inevitable questions.
This won't stop me for long.
What are all these? North Ward patient. Subject is female in mid-40s, awakened to a past life as serial murderer, which now frequently emerges as the soul's dominant personality. Subject facilitates between violence and severe depression resulting from guilt of past deeds. Weak candidate for present research. Oh, this is Graham. Subject is a male, approximately early 30s. Powers of speech absent, presumably as a result of an over-fragmentation of his soul. As such, he is the ideal subject for present research. However, experimentation has caused severe pain and induced panic, and I have had to enlist the aid of the guards in transporting him from his more recent procedures. Subject is male, mid-20s, displays acute dissociation and paranoid delusional tendencies, causing anger and extreme violence. Dangers of working with the subject preclude possibility of further use in present research. Subject is a man approximately 17 years of age, admitted for episodes of catatonia, followed by occasional violent outbursts. Initial analysis of soul revealed severe fragmentation and essence deficiency. Said deficiency all but eliminates the possibility of utilizing the subject in present research. So I missed those before. Assuming that I had been here. But I hadn't. That door had been locked before, if I remember right. Yeah, because I couldn't get up in the patient ward either. It had been locked. So where is your... They say it shares a wall. She said that your laboratory shared the same wall. Is this your laboratory up here? Let's speak to you. A round-faced, balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upward. Slightly by his pointed nose, exposing his upper teeth when he growls. They've used upper 3 times in one sentence. Upper, and upward. That's not good writing. Sorry.
What is the meaning of this?
Tell me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. I heard you were denoted. How did it happen? Are you the animaster who's been buying relics? I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. I don't have time to give you directions. Go bother somebody else. Well, I heard you were denoted. How did it happen? Azu's nostrils flare and he bares his upper teeth more broadly. That's none of your concern. Did one of the others put you up to this? Admar? That smug weasel. Things went wrong. Everything, I don't know how. I'll ever know. He spits on the floor as if to remove a bitter taste from his mouth. I'd like access to the North Ward. Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason. I've seen your records. I know what you're doing with them. So you can coerce them into your experiments? Rayo told me everything. Your forehead seems damp all of a sudden. Perhaps I should discuss your insubordination with the head warden? I begin permission to conduct my investigation down here. You'd best cooperate. Yeah, let's go with number 3.
You smug cretin. How dare you come down here and meddle? You have no idea the importance of my research.
He bites, he balls up his fist and digs his teeth into his index finger. A growl shimmering beneath his breath and a deep scowl compressing his face. So he put his fist in his mouth. Okay.
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
He pulls a heavy key from one of his pockets and nearly slams it down on the floor before handing it to you. Well, Ethanmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Yes, well, Ethanmore hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved to an inanimate object, so I failed to see why I should let that sway me. If animators all followed the commands of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be a backward and willfully ignorant as Redarians, whatever. We would know nothing about life or death, or even ourselves. We would be lost in the dark with no clue as to why. Boy, you are very pompous. I never thought I'd find myself in agreement with a statue, but Ethanmore's right about this fellow, at least. He sneers at Azur. How easily ambition masquerades as prudence. I'll bet he's fooled even himself. You toy with things beyond our comprehension. It's dangerous and foolish. You're right about that much. There are certain questions that have to be asked. No, surely there are other paths that don't involve risking lives. You toy with things beyond our comprehension. It's dangerous and foolish.
Are you from Rayed Ceres? Are you Widewen himself, risen to smite me for my heretical belief in learning who I am and why I exist? Please. You are afraid because men have taught you to be afraid. Because they were taught to be afraid. These things are only beyond our comprehension because of the fears of people like you. Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an animancer, or it will be no one at all.
Have you tried your experiments on any other subjects? I have, yes. No point in lying about it now that he's involved. I asked for volunteers from our patients, and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understood that. They understood their sacrifices would mean something. Really, farewell. I don't like you. I wish I could have killed you. He was not pleased to give it. No, he wasn't. He was not pleased at all to give it. So I haven't been over here.
Need something?
No. There's nothing here.
Yeah. Got it.
I think these are just all cells, aren't they? That's what it looks like. Are you gonna find anything in any of them? The children they keep down here, pure evil in their eyes. So we keep hearing. Oop, I
Would you
found
look
something.
at this?
I found something. Oh boy. Like it was really important. Like it was really, really important. We got a patient there. We know about that one. These are just cells. They said I can't leave yet. Flesh the construct stares at you through whatever eyes. Okay. No, ward restricted. Might have been, but I can get in there now. The things he's done to these people were, I don't know. What side is this on? Was I over here? No, I wasn't. Lockpicks, thank you. Needed those. Another guard. Keep your distance. Which in the... Okay, so there's something in that cell they don't want us to see. They don't want us to get involved in. Okay, so we got things in here we're going to have to fight. I have a feeling. Okay. We got this. Might as well begin still, because no one... All I have to do is close the door. Close the door. Okay, good. Oh, we got the Darrowwood Part 6, the Saints War in... okay. That's one. You know there's a door up here. He's the one that says, don't go in there. So you know it's going to be something nasty. There was a door here, right? I could have sworn there was a door here. But wasn't there a door here? How do we get over there? That was rooms. I don't see anything lit up. Why would he be there? Okay, so there's something up here. So let's do this door. Okay. Is this my face? Tell me. Not all of them light up. That's the guy who was killing people, taking their faces. If I can get in any of these doors down here. Thundering sky, rain of blood, innocents must drown. Okay, we can't get into all of them. Can't hear all of them either. Okay. Uskrin, a willowy adolescent boy, stands in the center of his cell, gawkish and stoop-shouldered. He stares straight ahead, the occasional blink his only movement, and it is unclear whether he regards your presence at all behind his glassy, doll-like eyes. In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin, and potions and porous, easily bypassed if you should wish it. All right. Let's go and reach out for his soul. You close your eyes and edge forward toward the boy's soul, and as you near, a sudden malaise comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating and shivering and straining for breath as you did on the cavern journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pulses. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Too late does it occur to you to retreat, and already you feel yourself plunging into some interminable bypass of thought and memory. Not bypass, interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell, in the sanitarium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. Yeah. At the far end of the ward, the door opens, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual rounds, the same stops every time, the misbegotten child of despondent creators. Flesh golems. When the construct is closed, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were a membrane. You can sense his body behind you collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose springs are cut. You are rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly, you think to yourself, quickly, and you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel you are strong again. So those flesh things that we were walking around, one of them is inhabited. You step heavy-footed down corridors unheeded by the other constructs and scrutinized only by the wary, untrustworthy eyes of the mad, coming at last to an office piled with books and scribbled papers and the perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, a nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room, and go to work, bending wires and unsetting alignments. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you are outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd stacked high above you on the tiered seats of an amphitheater. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is not play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine, the one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakably those of a little girl, but this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hardiness as before. The body itself is cold and baseous. Unlike the others, this one has no soul of its own. The man speaks, and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance. Bear witness, he says, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the side of the man's brow. But the crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theater aglow. He opens the valve, and the glow crawls through a tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you have been leading this work astray periodically for some time, altering notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn, but you make it look how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment, the machine goes dark, and the man unstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. "Behold," he says, but there is obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly, you take a plodding step forward, then another and another. You look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved. "How do you feel?" he asks, as a volume meant for the crowd, and this is the moment. At the top of your lungs, you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes towards you, his hands outstretched, but you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe, and it shatters, streaking your head with warm blood. You drive your head down onto the surface of the machine again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd, and by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another unsuspecting host. Who could put their faith in animacy now? So someone purposely did this. You are pulled again from your surroundings, transcending the boundaries of memories and lifetimes. Deeper and deeper, and betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form the thick webbing of plots beyond moral comprehension. You settle at last on a room you have seen before, expansive, with a tall device encasing an Adra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. So, is this the Leaden Key thing? You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There is no mistaking now that it is the soul of the man who caused your awakening that gazes out from that borrowed tusk. A watcher. Okay, this is a lot to grasp. So, some spirit took over the boy, who then put himself into one of the flesh things that wanders around this hall, who went to the Dr. Azur's, whatever the scientist's machines, tinkered with it the way he wanted to make animacy look bad, and he inhabited the body of the girl, who he then used that body to make the experiment go bad, and he is now in this boy's body again, I assume, right? Is that how it went? This is pretty convoluted. So, and this is the spirit that made me that awakened me at the temple. You made me into a watcher. I need you to undo it. I believe we share a common past. I'm just looking for some answers. Not just a watcher, someone who will break those frail little legs of yours if you don't do exactly what I tell you. But he's already proved he can move from one body to another, so threatening this body doesn't do anything. You made me into a watcher. I need you to undo it. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant, and it seems, for that moment, that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, then seems to think better of what he was about to say. His jaw tightens. I know your look. Your hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It upsurds your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. He dodges backward with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then suddenly he slumps forward. That's what I thought. He inhabited. Yep. Okay. Okay. So the man who waits. I uncovered a Leaden Key operative in the sanitarium. He has the ability to possess those with weak souls, and was using one of the patients to influence Kataman Azu's animancy research. Wow. Okay. Okay, peoples. Hope they're not gonna be hard to kill. Let me attack this one. You. We're gonna wait. You. What is this? Searing seal. Places a magical seal on the floor that bursts into flame when an enemy comes into contact with it, blinding them and inflicting burn damage. Oh yeah, that'll work. And you are going to go over here to this one, and I am going to go over here to this one too.
Ready, Watcher.
That didn't last very long, did it? Okay. No, I'm fighting. I can't do anything. Never mind. That's that. Who's this? That's you. What can you do? You can do, boiling spray. Everyone in the cone area of effect takes burn damage. Oh, that'll work. Well, that didn't seem to work right. He didn't do anything. Is that you? Yep, that's you. And where are you at? That's you. That's me. That's you. Let's put this here on you. Okay. Circle protection. What's this? That's you, knocked down. Where am I at? That's me? Okay.
I'm here.
Like work, nowhere fixing. Die!
Okay.
Quickly and quietly.
So he inhabited everybody's bodies. He went from one body to another. Where do we? Oh, we got you down here. Okay.
Get on!
Yeah?
You can do something, you know. Wicked fire prayers. Sprouts thick, heavy vines from the ground.
Architect word and rock!
Okay.
Curses! I'm blinder than a whorepox bat.
Whose side are you on?
Okay. So,
Nice and quiet.
so those things are killing everybody, I assume. That's too bad. That's too bad. I'm just looking in the rooms, make sure there's nothing in any of these rooms. Alright. This bucket reeks of offal. Yeah, I would imagine. The chains grown with added weight. Crescent bite marks pit the edges of the cot. Why would there be money in there? Alright, that's it here. Wow. Okay. I assume everybody's dead now. No more scream. Nope, I take it back. The loop started again.
Yeah.
Alright. Trying to find my way through here. Alright. So he's probably dead. These are patients, right? Yep.
Let's go.
You over here. You over here. You done?
Of course.
Okay.
Architect word and rock!
Where am I at? Come on, girl, up here.
I'm here. Settle.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to be touching you.
Eh? Got it.
Well, it's... Here, I was gonna say, I should be able to pick something up off of him.
Time to see and not be seen.
Yep, I already did. She should be dead. I was trying to get over here to his office. Where you at? And they didn't kill you? What have you done? I don't have time for this. I didn't do anything. They should have killed you. Why didn't they kill you? Hmm? Instead, they're going back after all your patients.
Arthek worth.
Oh, I love his abilities. He brings down a lot of crap.
I shall be discreet.
Eh? My eyes are peeled.
There's more. Okay. Oh, this is that room that I was trying to get into before and they wouldn't let me in. Okay, everyone, back out. Back out, back out. Okay, you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can do your fire on him.
Hey. What?
Who are you?
Yeah?
Okay, you get in here and fight.
Hey.
You do have some amazing stuff. But you're not right now, you don't. What is this? Beetle scroll. Encase the target in a protective shell, absorbing any damage before shattering. That's pretty cool. See if we can... Is there anything over here? They all dead?
How may I help?
Oh, they're all dead. Okay. I guess we're just too formidable.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. No.
Sure.
So what else is up here? This is where the witches were at. Is there another room up here? Looks like there is. Yep, there is. Okay. Alright, how do we get out of here? That goes into... But I am busy. I seem to have misplaced my notes. You didn't get attacked? Everyone else did. Think I got rid of everybody. So now I gotta tell them the news. And everyone down here is just like, what the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions. I had things under control until I killed the Leader Key spy, at which point he possessed a flesh construct. Azul was being influenced by a patient, but that patient really wasn't himself at the time. It's complicated. A patient of yours, Uzgrin, was working for the Leaden Key only without knowing it. You finish your explanation, and he breaks his silence. I have read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far as to suggest that they are all the same person. If truly such a person was here among us, plotting our ruin, would that I have a body again and could be of some real use in our time of need. I fear what the future may hold for this place. I am grateful you were able to dispatch the threat before there was loss of an innocent life. We very nearly had another scandal on our hands. Well, your patients all died. What of Ozzo? What part did his experiments play in this catastrophe? Ozzo was only trying out the patients. The Leaden Key took advantage of him. The Leaden Key would have found a way to interfere with the sanitarium even without a zoo. If I hadn't come along, Azu's experiments would have eventually would have resulted in another scandal. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah, I think the Leaden Key would have found a way, definitely. Your half answer suggests a bias, but it also suggests it's as close to the truth as I'll get from you. Really? A bias? Cadman will remain here, but he will be monitored, and under no circumstances will he have access to any equipment. Really? I don't think it was a bias, it was the truth. Huh. I don't know. They would have found a way to get into here anyway. So did that finalize that one? The Man Who Wills. Yeah, it's done. Okay. I do have other quests I have to get done here, which I'm going to do in another episode. I need to check my journal to see where I need to go. Yeah, I know I've got to confront that one guy who gave me some stolen stuff. But anyway, if you enjoy, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.